Alright, this is the assembly of a 6x2x3. This is how it'll look when you get it unpacked. Alright, everything is labeled, and then there is going to be another heat fixture in there. For video purposes, I'm showing you this. There we go. It's going to be really easy to put together. Alright. So you're going to want to grab these and put them aside. And we'll get to these in a second. So just grab them all at once. Probably have an open space so you can put them aside. Alright. Put your light aside. Make sure you put it somewhere safe. Okay. Want to keep your screws handy. They do come in these two little bags. This is going to be light hardware. You'll see that they're bright colored, and then these are the dark hardware for your enclosure. Alright, you'll see two pieces marked as back. One's the bottom, one's the top. It does mark it on there as well. And then you'll get to the bottom and you'll see top piece. The top piece, you're gonna come to one of the last pieces. Okay. Now you have your sides. You have two side pieces here. There you go. Always leave them right here, make it easy for you. What you're gonna do is go back and grab your bottom piece. So here's your bottom piece. It says it's marked right here. Now this is the back. And there, tell you left and right side. You line it up. Make sure you have your drill handy. And then you wanna have your screws real close to you. All right, I'm just gonna do all the corners so you guys can see how it goes together. All right, so always do this. You start with holding one side up. If you're doing this by yourself, if you have someone helping you, you can give a hand by holding one side. So basically I pull up one side, I hold the back piece, I line it up, and then you're gonna take your first screw. Everything is pre-drilled, you'll see it in the back. So you're gonna insert one screw, you're gonna take your drill, and you're gonna go ahead and screw that part in. Again, everything is pre-drilled to make it easy for you. Okay, so you got one in, then it'll actually stay. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and do the corners. Make sure you do line up. It does help if you're on a flat surface. So if you do feel like the screw doesn't go in smoothly, then there is something blocking it, or that you didn't line up right with the actual pre-drill hole. So make sure you get into the pre-drill hole. If you don't get in the pre-drill hole, then it will split the wood. So just make sure you do that. You don't want to split the wood. Back onto this side. So again, just lift it up, line it up with your back piece. And since it is pre-drilled, you can slide the screw inside the pre-drill hole. And then take your drill, line it up, make sure you got it with the right hole. Okay, so there you go, it's gonna stand for you. And then you just go around and start lining up the holes and drilling them nice and smooth. Don't go too fast. So again, just just follow all your corners. That'll help stabilize it, and then drill all the ones in between. Alright, so this one's a little different. Normally all the pieces will go together in one. Since this is 6 by 2 by 3, you got this big gap right here. This is where you grab your second piece. Again, make sure these are handy, because if you leave them in front of you, unless you're taller than 6 foot or however tall your table is, you won't be able to reach them. Alright, so the top piece is going to be easy to see. You got these vents right here, and it is marked as well on the back. So you're going to place it on top. You're going to set it on this one right here. Alright. And you're going to come to your side again. Again, I'm doing all the corners just so you guys can see it put together. And the way I do it is I keep the screw out just a little bit, so when you finish the screwing in, you actually finish that locking the screw tight against the wood. Alright. So then, go back to your pieces.